Hey, in this video I'm going to teach you how to refinish a wood table, or really any sort of wood surface. My wife and I picked up a coffee table for 25 bucks at a garage sale, and it was completely painted in white, but we could tell that was going to be a beautiful piece of art and functional coffee table once we refinished it. Step number one is to get the right tools and equipment. So some of the tools you'll need for refinishing include paint stripper if it has paint on it, sandpaper, wood filler if you want to fill any holes, a big tarp, an assortment of brushes for restaining or repainting, a power sander if you need to really get in there and sand it, some dirty rags that you'll be able to just get messy, some polyurethane or some other type of sealant to protect your wood in the end, and then an assortment of tools to basically scrape off all of the white paint from this piece of furniture in the beginning. Step number two is to set up your work area. You want to make sure that the ground is covered because using the paint stripper is going to get a little bit messy, and make sure that it's well ventilated. Step three is stripping the paint. So using a paint stripper like Clean Strip, we use the Clean Strip Strip X, which I talked to the guys at Home Depot. They said it works perfectly. You just apply it to the paint like you would painting on the table. You let it sit for 15 to 20 minutes, and then you use your paint scraper tool to basically scrape it off. And if it's working, the paint should come off relatively easily. You'll also have to use all sorts of other tools like toothpicks, screwdrivers, sandpaper to get all of the paint off. Especially with this table, there's lots of nooks and crannies, which makes it super beautiful, but it also makes it harder to get all of that white paint off. And so that was the most time-consuming part of this whole process, was taking off the paint. Step number four is to sand down your table or whatever you're refinishing. Start with something like a 60 or 120 grit sandpaper that's a little bit rougher, but then move up to something above 200 so that it gets super soft. Step number five is painting or staining. Now, we actually decided to not stain or paint this table. After we took off the paint, we were saying, wow, this is really beautiful wood. It's pine, it's got lots of cool marks on it that we didn't want to mess up, and we liked the color, and it went well with the rest of our furniture. So if you want to, this would be the step where you paint it or try staining it. Step number six is to seal it and protect your table from water and from other scratches, and we use polyurethane. It's basically a liquid plastic that people use all the time to cover all sorts of things, tables, chairs, desks. A lot of furniture has polyurethane on it, and it just protects it. And so this just went on sort of like paint. You just paint it on, and we did a few coats. In between each coat you had to wait a couple hours. And then the last step was step number seven, where we basically let it sit for 7 full days, and this was the hardest step. It was just waiting. We couldn't wait to bring up our coffee table and start using it, but now we have this beautiful work of art. So for about $25 for the table and about $40 worth of equipment, but hours and hours of fun labor, it was well worth it. So that is how you refinish a wood table. If you have any questions, please leave it below, and please subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in another video.